Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Shay. I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari.
I am Tyler, part-time seller on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark.
And we are back with a haul video?
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since we've done a haul.
Yeah, we haven't done a haul video in so long, but the Journey to the Thrift episode that is coming out soon is taking a little bit longer to edit, so we wanted to make sure we got something out to you guys.
A lot longer than we thought.
Yes,
so.
And this is actually an amazing haul and was very needed because, as many of you guys know from our Tuesday lives, I've been a little bit handicapped, so we needed this haul. So it's really exciting. We wanted to share it with you, and hopefully you learn a new brand or two. Before we get into it, though, you have a shirt, and I don't get it.
It's son of a nutcracker. It is a little bit Christmassy.
A little. You're gonna have to let that one go. Yeah, Christmas in almost July. Does that count? I don't know.
We're gonna say yes.
As I said, we've been a little bit light on sourcing because of my handicap. So that will be changing soon. Stay tuned for the changes that are happening.
So coming out strong.
Straight
out of the gate, we have new with tags Moschino.
Now, guys, I'm going to need your expertise. We don't find designer a ton. We have found Moschino in the past. However, these don't feel great. They don't. Now, do we have an interior tag? Let's see here. Okay, so here's the interior tag. So any of you guys who are Moschino experts, I will be giving you guys hints and tips on other brands, but this is not one I can give you. So this is the interior tag, if you can see it.
Maybe.
This is the interior tag, and this is the tags that are on it. So let us know. It doesn't feel great. I don't know if that's just because it's Moschino jeans, which is a lower end diffusion line of Moschino.
They're also just normal leggings. We picked them up because they were cheap.
Yeah, so let us know. But we shall see. Getting into more things, another new with tags items, and this is one of our all-time favorite brands.
So this is Universal Standard.
Not to be confused with Universal Thread.
I would say that you're probably going to be able to get out of these for 75, 80 bucks.
Yeah, so these are a great plus size brand. This is size 22. They always have a great style number. Yeah, so this one's style USPA 0251, and it even says marine bootcut jeans, dark indigo. All that stuff will make it super easy to sell and super easy to find comps. We do great with this brand. It's basically, well, no, it's 100% sell-through for us.
It's 100% sell-through. We pick it up basically unless it's destroyed.
Yeah, so if you're not picking up Universal Standard, you're missing out. Look for it.
So this was something that we kind of went back and forth on. This is Escada. It's a size 34.
So Escada is a strange brand for us. So it retails for a lot of money. It's in season, it's really cute, it's got ruching, it's lightweight, so it's great. But Escada's kind of weird, so sometimes we really struggle to sell it, and then other times it sells for way more than we ever expect. So eBay seems to be the place for Escada. I think it's a more mature brand, so it seems to be that's where it should be. But I'm really careful with Escada pieces because it really just seems to be either hit it out of the park or just will never sell forever in your life.
It's kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
These are just a staple. This is Madewell. They are the 10-inch high-rise skinny. They're a size 34.
Now, I did want to give a quick tip on these. Now, I was going to do this on Instagram. I think I told anybody who was on my Tuesday lives already. So if you're a typical live watcher, you already know this. Sorry about that. But I've been doing some kind of research on some eBay items that aren't getting a lot of attention, and the 10-inch high-rise skinnies were at like 0 views, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. Well, what I found out is that if you don't have the style number, which for this it's J9424, and then the actual name that goes with that style number, sometimes it has a color, sometimes it has a specific name. I think this one's gonna have something to do with the adjustable waist.
Yes, so they're adjustable.
Yeah, if you don't have that in the title, for some reason you're not getting seen as much. I think it's because the 10-inch high-rises are super popular, so there's tons of them. So you need to kind of stand out. So you need to be capturing those people that are looking for the specifics. So make sure you're doing that because 2 views per day is not good enough for Madewell 10-inch high-rise skinnies.
So these got a lot of attention on Instagram. These are Tory Burch kind of chunky sandals?
Yeah, they're the cutout wedge. They are a newer style from what I could tell from the internet. We actually almost left these behind because they were quite a bit. We paid over $10 for these, and normally we wouldn't do that, especially considering they're just black flip-flops. But the comps are looking between $40 and $60 for these. So we decided to pay up for them. It's the right season. They're in great shape.
Yeah, they're basically new. So
yeah, they're basically new and they're a size 10. So we're going to see how they do. Hopefully this wasn't a mistake, but the comps look really good.
So they're in such good shape, they still have the sticker on the bottom.
Yeah.
So they've not been worn basically at all. Somebody on Instagram did ask you about them already. So I'm hoping that means that there's a lot of interest.
Hopefully. We shall see.
So this is a
you find.
Me find. And you told me to check blazers.
I did.
It's Nordstrom Classic. It is camel hair. And this is the reason we picked it up, is the Loro Piana tag. So that's the fabric that it's made from. It's camel hair. It's got a nice herringbone pattern. This is a big size. I tried it on and it looks like I borrowed my dad's jacket a little bit. That photo might at some point see Instagram. Probably not, because it's...
No, but for blazers, we do find that the bigger sizes do better, especially for those fancy brands, Loro Piana definitely being one of them, because there's less out there. And then also that Loro Piana fabric, we have sold Loro Piana before, but we didn't know about that fabric tag and looking for it in other brands until Thrift Alive told us. We will link down below his channel so you can check him out, because we learned a ton about menswear from him, so make sure you're checking him out.
If you want to break into menswear, his channel is a must watch.
Yeah, and we have to thank him for all of the blazers we've sold lately, because we wouldn't have even been looking in that section if it wasn't for him.
I mean, it's Prada, Loro Piana, all kinds of stuff. Burberry.
We're finding tons,
So this is a second time find for us. It's Figs. Scrub pants. They actually just sold.
They did. These actually just sold on Macari today. They didn't sell for a ton of money, which I didn't expect because it's just a pair of pants. But we've done quite well with Figs. These are the joggers. So they have like the little stretch at the bottom.
So the cuffed hem.
Yeah, and the set we sold before was actually from our last starting to the thrift, and it was a different size top and bottom, and that still sold within, I think, 2 days. So definitely, if you're not looking for scrubs, you should be. They sell very fast and people still need them. Remember, as we've been saying, essentials are things you still want to be picking up because even if the spending goes down, people still need workwear.
These are more Madewell. These are high riser skinny. I think we picked these up just because of the price tag. They were like $3-4.
Yeah, this style Madewell, I don't expect to get more than $20 to $30 for. But when the price point is really good, we will still pick up Madewell because it's a well-recognized brand and we can still kind of get something out of it.
26. So they're a bit smaller of a size, but
we still do well with Madewell. We just don't pay up if it's not like the 10-inch high rise.
So these I might actually keep.
And when he says might, he literally said to me as we were leaving the store, please don't sell those.
Yeah, I did. So these are Everlane sweatpants. I don't know if you can see the tag.
They are a bit flawed.
They are a little bit flawed. They do have a slight bleach stain on the front and a tiny little hole that doesn't go all the way through.
We really picked them up because he's been looking for sweatpants. I will say Everlane does really, really well for us. We do really great with their pants predominantly. So I would have probably looked at them anyway, but the flaw would have made me leave those behind. The comps weren't that great, but he's been looking for sweatpants, so.
Not at the moment, obviously, because it's really, really warm, but going into fall and winter, I'm going to be living in them. Moving on, these are Assets for Spanx. They are a size 1X, I believe.
So the Assets by Spanx line does have a lower price point than the regular Spanx line, so we are pretty careful with what we pick up. However, these were a great price, first of all, and they're a good size. So those two things made me decide that I'll still grab them. They'll still sell. The Assets by Spanx line still does well for me. I'm looking at probably the $20 to $30 range, maybe a little bit more given the size. But a lot of Spanx in our area is priced up around the $7-8 range, which I won't do for Assets by Spanx. So
I mean, for what we paid, which was $3,
somewhere around there,
you're not going to lose money on that. You're going to be able to get out of it and make some pretty hefty profit.
Yeah, and pro tip, the reason that they missed this is because the branding was very faded and it was directly printed on the actual inside of the leggings themselves. So they completely missed it. They didn't know what it was. So make sure that if you don't see branding anywhere on the leggings, you look on that interior because you might see it.
So these are Hokas.
Yeah. So
Rothy 2. size 9.5.
Now these are a bit worn. Hokas still do well even if they have wear on them. What we mostly look for on Hokas is the tread, and the tread is still pretty much intact. Again, they will still purchase them if they have bad tread. Hokas are really, really popular.
It's a very strong performing shoe.
Super strong.
After you clean these up, you can go really hard on them to scrub them down with a little bit of dish soap.
Yeah, and we average around $50 for Hokas. Some styles do better, some do worse. I've sold this specific style before, I believe for $45, not in this colorway, but I expect around the same price point.
This is going to be more Assets Spanx.
Yeah, so this one was a bit more expensive, but it is a bodysuit. It does have the gusset here. Married life, you know the story here. But so I think that this will actually do okay. That is something that's really looked for.
All right, you don't have to attack me about that story.
If you come to our Tuesday Lives, ask us about that story and I'll give it to you. I don't think it should be in a video. But if you do purchase something like that, you want to use keywords like bridal wear, because sometimes brides will want to wear something like that underneath their dress so they don't have to take off their dress in order to use the facilities. So make sure that you're using those keywords because that's how your buyer will find it.
This is Anthropologie Saturday, Sunday. There.
And the new tag, and you know it's the new tag because it says by Anthropologie directly on it, so you know it's a newer style.
So these are just straight loungewear leggings, and we paid very low for them.
Very low, and these are super comfy, so like worst case scenario, I live in them. Yes, they're too big for me, but I wear his clothes to bed, so it's fine. So this is new to us. This is me experimenting, and I don't know if I should be, but just first of all, take a moment to just look at this, right? Look how pretty this is. This is just adorable. It's clearly vintage. It's just something I really love. It is lined, fully lined. Does it have materials? Yep, right here. Okay. It says 100% viscose. It's adorable. We're going to show you the brand. It's not something I've ever heard of before, but there is a reason I looked it up.
Rothy Hammerer.
And you can see right there on the tag.
Made in Austria.
Made in Austria. So as we've said in plenty of videos, I'll try to link one, although I don't know if I'm going to remember which ones we've said it in. Made in countries are really important when you're looking at clothing. Things like made in Ireland, made in Austria, made in Germany, things like that tend to have a higher price point. Obviously not for everything, but for a lot of items. So make sure that you're looking that up. That one looks like it's going to do pretty well. The styles kind of go all over the place, but I think that's adorable. So I'm excited to see how it does.
So these are some rag and bone jeans, size 25.
We do pretty well with rag and bone. It does seem like it's on the upswing according to some Google trends. So I don't know. I don't love these. I'm not in love. They're kind of boring, but they're cheap. They were cheap.
Straight regular. They're not the normal colors with...
And they're definitely worn. You can I will have to write well worn because it's definitely like it has that worn feeling, if you know what I mean.
I think they're lower.
And what size were they?
Size 25. They're the Dre. I think you've sold the Dre in the
past. I have sold the Dre before.
But at the price point, you can't leave these behind because you're going to be making $20-30.
I'm going to move on to this one. If you guys saw the thumbnail, you're probably wondering what type of cards we picked up, and most of you are probably thinking Pokemon cards because those are big money. It wasn't that. It was actually Magic the Gathering cards. So this is what the cards look like there. Now, these were in a little baggie in the back of the store, and all we could see was this, and that it was $2.99, I believe. So we decided to take a gamble on these. So these are predominantly 2019 and 2017 cards, which aren't great. So I wasn't excited when I first started looking through it. There are some in these years that do go for $20, $30, even $40. But the reason we picked up the bag is because some Magic the Gathering cards can be crazy. So you know specifics.
So there's one in particular that I've seen online. I don't actually play Magic the Gathering, but in the circles I am in online, one of them is the Black Lotus card, which can sell for $40,000-$50,000.
Yeah, so we can try to show you a picture of that over here. So if you do see Magic the Gathering cards at the thrift and it's for a decent price, yes, it's going to be a gamble because they're literally in a bag and you cannot see anything. It might be worth just trying it out because would you play the lottery for $2 to possibly win like 500,000, 200,000, whatever, I think you would. So it's worth giving it a shot. Now, unfortunately, our stack did not have anything super valuable in it. I do, however, think I can still probably put it up on eBay for about 20 bucks because on average, the little packs of, how many are they in there?
There's like 20 or 30, I don't even know.
It's probably about 20 to 30 are about $8, and we have probably like
probably a
few hundred cards. So I think we could probably still get 20 bucks out of it and get our money back, and it was kind of fun to look through them. So if you're not looking at them, you should be.
If you've seen our reels, you have seen these.
It's just a baby.
Baby Rothys.
These are so cute. We had to make a reel about them. As soon as we saw them, we're like, yep, that's going to be a reel.
So they are real, so you know what you're looking for on the label. You want the textured label, and you want the made in China, not made in the United States.
Now, again, we've told you before, but we don't normally like the rounded toe because they do have a lower price point. And do I think I'm going to sell these for a ton of money? Probably not, but they were a good price. And how do you pass up something this adorable? Like, if you do, please tell me how. Leave me a note in the comments below. If you found something like this, could you pass it up even if you didn't think you would get a lot of money for it? Let me know.
They're a kid's 10 or a baby 10.
Toddler 10?
Something like that.
Does it say T10?
It says K10.
K10, so kids 10. I lean toddler. They're so cute. So let me know.
And then this is the last item that we have.
This is the first time we have ever found this brand. If you don't know this brand, memorize this tag.
It's Farm by Anthropologie, which is Farm Rio.
So this, again, is one of their newer tags. Not all farm tags say by Anthropologie. Also, not all farm tags are from Anthropologie. However, this is an adorable skirt. It's called the Kiki Corduroy skirt. It buttons all the way down. The buttons do say Farm Brazil right on it, which is adorable. There's great stock photos for it. It's really, really cute. The price point does look like it's between $70 and $50. There are some lower ones in there because people sell things for cheaper than they should be. But I think I could probably get around $50. I'm excited to see how it does. I've never seen the brand before, and it's summertime, so I'll take it. And how did we find that one?
You sniped that walking by one of the new racks, just browsing, and grabbed it as they were trying to put it out there for the general public.
Yes, so I will say, if you can go through the new racks, which you can't always, because in the same day, in the same store,
yes.
We heard an employee, and when I say yelling, I mean yelling
reprimanding
through
across
the whole
the room.
store. Like we were across the store, and we heard them yell at them for going to a new rack. So you might not always be able to do it, so be careful. But if you can, go through and check them, because those are where you're going to find the gems no one's been able to pick through. And as a little preview for the Darting to the Thrift coming up, you may see me doing this for another item that I just snipe off of a new rack. Maybe. We'll see how that goes.
Yes.
But that is everything we have. I hope you liked this haul. We haven't done them in a while, so if you want to see more hauls from us, do let us know in the comments below. We love to do what you like to see. We've just been a little bit not into the hauls.
Crazy all over the place with everything.
Yeah, and I haven't been really feeling the hauls lately, but this haul was worth sharing, so I definitely wanted to share it with you. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Tune in soon for a new video.